if you are looking for something to do tonight, Ryan, we've got ourselves a PLE.
Yes,
Elimination Chamber is about to go down. And I am so excited about this. Brody,
ready,
give me some of the things that we can expect from Elimination Chamber tonight.
Right. I'm going to kick off with the first match here. CM Punk versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. Nobody expects a title change here, but they want CM Punk wrestling in his hometown of Chicago.
Absolutely.
Nobody in this room expects any surprises there, and it's going to be Punk and Reigns at WrestleMania, I would assume.
Okay, so do we expect a funky finish tonight? Does Roman Reigns? We don't expect to see Roman Reigns.
I think Punk just beats Balor straight up.
Okay,
just beat him in 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Just beat him.
The only reason I ask,
get him over clean.
The only reason I ask is because I feel like WWE is really trying hard to make the fans look at Roman Reigns as a heel. Right,
that's fine.
We saw it at Rumble. We saw it at it started at War Games.
Yeah, but wouldn't a heel not show up?
I don't know, or maybe will he? Well, he would probably try and cost him, and if he costs him, then the disqualification, then he keeps the belt. I don't know. I really don't know.
It doesn't make sense, right?
You're right. I just it's weird to me to
give the people in Chicago what they want. Have the Punk grand entrance. Have him hit the classics. Beat Balor.
But doesn't this bury Finn Balor then? It buries him beyond belief.
You're going to beat somebody.
I know.
I'm not going to lie. He's been buried ever since he won the Universal title and came back and was hurt.
That was like in 2016.
Yeah. He's been buried
now.
Since then, man. And I'm going to be honest. They buried him when he started losing when he was the Demon.
That's true.
I didn't know he was 40.
Huh?
Yeah, he's getting up there.
He's old. He's 40.
I want Prince Devitt back. I'm beyond.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I do think that this match is simply created so Punk wrestles in the United Center. I mean, that's what it is.
Absolutely.
They want the big giant
more
pop.
tickets in there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Also, I believe his wife in the ring, correct?
Yes, Becky Lynch will be defending the Women's Intercontinental Championship against AJ Lee. Now, this may be where the funky finish comes in, and this may lead to a second match at WrestleMania. We could see a disqualification AJ Lee victory here, or a count-out victory by AJ Lee, and Lynch keeps the belt for WrestleMania. So that's where the funky finish may come in.
For me, I look at this, and in all reality, I look at this as, this is a match I never thought would happen.
Me neither.
So to me, this is, I hate to use the word, the term dream match, but this has potential to be the banger of the night.
They've built it since September. I mean, we've all wanted to see this, and now we're going to get it.
I mean, this is AJ Lee's first singles match. Right?
Yep.
Since her return.
Yes, it is. First singles match.
So I am incredibly excited about this. Again, you guys got to put two and two together. This is essentially the same thing with her husband. This is her hometown match.
It is.
I mean, they make Chicago home now. So she's going to get the same reception that he's going to get. And I think that this match, again, not only from the build-up, from the hype, but I think from execution in the ring, it has the potential to steal the show this evening.
I agree.
And I really hope it does. Now, before we get into the Elimination Chamber matches, Brody, there is something that has been teased for quite some time. Something that I know that you might not be particularly the biggest fan of. Am I right?
I don't mind the box.
Okay.
I don't mind the box at all. Anybody who comes out of a box is over, as Jim Cornette once said.
Well, that's sort of true. If you come out of an egg, you're not going to be over. That's
true.
For damn sure.
Remember when The Undertaker had that box in the ring? It was Bruce Pritchard that came out?
Yes.
That was wild. No, Terry Funk came out of a box. I mean, most notably, Abdullah the Butcher once came out of a box in Atlanta, or Cowboy Lane came out of a box in Memphis. I mean, there are a lot of times where wrestlers have come out of a box. Now, in this case, I don't think it's Chris Jericho, but it would be like Chris Jericho, where they need a returning legend for Gunther to retire at WrestleMania, is probably somebody that would come out of a box. Because you usually would have a huge returning star coming out of a box. Now, I think it was Ryan that made this prediction. If it's not a male wrestler, if it was a female wrestler, who would you pick? Paige is one, Lita's the other, where I could say, you know what, they're going to bring somebody back and they're going to have them come out of a box, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a female wrestler.
Is that just a random storyline that they're just introducing us?
I think they're just trying to have somebody return.
Okay, so we already talked before the break. We talked about the internet wrestling community.
Yeah,
and sometimes they are very right.
Sure,
there is overwhelmingly one person that people are saying is in the box. Do you know who that person?
Jericho.
No, that's not it. They are saying it's Danhausen.
Okay.
And they are saying that the box, somebody's going to, be complaining, open the box. And the box opens and it's Danhausen and he curses somebody right away. And that's it. And that's Danhausen's introduction into WWE.
Could happen.
They say mostly because 2 days ago on Twitter, Danhausen posted the Aladdin genie getting his cuffs removed. So he was saying he was free of his AEW contract.
He's not on the AEW roster page anymore.
He's not.
No.
Okay,
so they are. It could be Danhausen, though. Would you debut a new star coming out of the box, or would you have a legend returning come out of the box, or would you have somebody currently on the roster like Kevin Owens come out of the box?
So for me, I look at it and I go, if you are going to come out of a box, it's either got to make 100% sense for storyline, or it's got to be something that is funny, comedy-wise, because I just don't see a badass coming out of a box.
I don't think they've treated it as comedy, though. I mean, you look at the Raw GM and the SmackDown GM is interacting with it, and they have such a serious tone, and they're promoting it to Chamber. And if it was going to be funny, I feel like they would have like a red ribbon around it, and you would have R-Truth and doing something with the box. But no, I think they're going to have somebody return coming out of the box. I think it could be a legend, WrestleMania for Gunther to retire to come out of a box and return.
Yeah, a lot of unveilings and unmaskings.
Could easily be. You could debut Danhausen out of the box. It could be great. And then I don't know what you do with Danhausen then. I guess he'd be on the main roster, and then you'd book him for Mania. I don't know what you would do with him.
I don't know either, because, again, he is... I mean, for lack of a better comparison, he is an R-Truth.
Yeah.
The guy can wrestle. He's very entertaining in the ring, but he's comedy. And that's what it is. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think that WWE loves doing surprises and unveilings and unmaskings right now. That's like kind of their MO.
The element of surprise.
The element of surprise is something that they love and absolutely go back to the well on. But, if they do it right, great. I think it's going to be something that's either going to hit really well or it's going to be a complete bomb, and we're going to be destroying it next week here on Wrestling on the Spectrum. But now we get into the Elimination Chamber matches. We have the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Who's in this match tonight?
We have Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Kiana James, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, or Tiffany Stratton. And the winner is going to face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 42. I have two strong candidates here, Rhea Ripley or Tiffany Stratton. Who would you rather see?
Neither. I'm going to say neither. The reason being is because I feel like we are watching the same movie. It's just going back and forth from a series of four people. I say you put it on somebody else. I say you go ahead and go crazy and you put it on Kiana James. Or you put it on a Raquel Rodriguez and you put the belt on her. And
would you have Morgan and Rodriguez going after separate belts?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes, eventually, and then you go and you do the match where it's at the King and Queen of the Ring or whatever they do in Saudi there, and then you do it there.
Do you think, though, that this is a star-making moment for Jade Cargill to have a WrestleMania moment by beating Ripley?
Ooh, that's a good point. I don't know, because I think if you put Ripley and Cargill in the same ring, I think it's a great match. I think that the fans immediately flock to Ripley, and I think that it kind of, I don't want to say tarnishes the power and the aura of Jade Cargill, but I think Ripley steals a little bit of that if you put both of them in the ring.
Okay, so Cargill's a heel, so I wouldn't have her against Rodriguez because Rodriguez is a heel and James is a heel, so that doesn't fit.
Okay.
Stratton, they could do something where they continue the rivalry type of thing, and Ripley is the most over babyface female wrestler in the company. So I think it'll be either Ripley or Stratton. I'm going to pick Ripley on the side of caution.
I think the reason that I'm so hesitant against any of these folks winning this match is because I just want Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace. And that's all I want. Yeah. That's all I can
Grace
think
fell
of.
Off the map all of a sudden?
I know, and I don't know why. And I know, there's some things that, again, the wrestling community, there's stuff backstage and things like that. But I go, who cares? I just want to see that match. I want to see that match in a WWE ring because I think it is just too, sculptures going at it. You don't believe they're real. They look like comic book characters come to life. And I want to see them go head to head, and I want to see them tear each other apart. But if I'm picking a legit winner here, who is going to win this match, I would say Rhea Ripley. I have to pick Rhea Ripley here.
You want to know my pick? Sure. I'm still going with the Judgment Day. I'm going with Raquel Rodriguez because she got messed up in the Rumble, and I think that's going to put some fire to her. I wouldn't mind seeing two heels go at it, even though a lot of people do like Jade Cargill.
I know.
I want to see
But like he said, it doesn't fit. If you want to look at storyline, it doesn't fit storyline.
Right.
That's
Not
two
right
heels.
now, it doesn't.
It doesn't fit right now, exactly.
Great point.
Not right now.
Great point. So Brody,
Now,
who wins this? Who wins this in your eyes?
I think Rhea Ripley wins. Yeah, I'm going with Ripley here. And of
Rhea's
course,
the safest pick, and I would say that too.
Yeah.
yeah, and for the Elimination Chamber for the undisputed WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 42, that's Drew McIntyre they're going to challenge for. It's Cody Rhodes versus Javon Evans versus LA Knight versus Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Trick Williams. Cody Rhodes is going to win this match. Spoiler alert, Cody Rhodes is going to win this match. It's not even that interesting. Now, here's what makes this match interesting.
Why so confident in that?
Because they've hinted, none of these other guys have been in Drew's orbit at all. The only two guys that have been in Drew's orbit are Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes. It's going to be a triple threat. There's something that they're going to do to insert Jacob into the match.
Make sure you pull that clip. Make sure you pull that clip so we can mark it as February 28th when Brody, and this is not the first time he's made the call. This is like the fifth time where he has made the call that it will be a triple threat between Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu,
I do, but that's what they've been hinting for so long.
I hope you're right.
I know.
It's going to be my second or third post talking about that.
I hope he's right, because I think that would be awesome.
Now, who comes out of a box is the thing that makes this match interesting. That's it. Like I know that people
is that when they're unveiling it?
I think they probably will at some point.
But they already have all the spots, right?
They have all the spots filled. Now, I don't like where if Jacob Fatu comes out of the box, I don't know. Whatever. I doubt it though. I doubt it.
Do you think the attack on Jey Uso last night was because of the WWE Universe's backlash that he won?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Do you think they were like, oh my God, Bronson Reed's hurt. Somebody has to win this match. Have it be Uso. We'll ride him off and put in Logan Paul.
Yeah, and they just put Logan Paul in the match because I think that it brings star power. And if Jay's not gonna win, what does it matter?
And plus, guess what? I think this gives us a potential opportunity for some really cool spots between Javon Evans and
that's
Jake
why
Paul.
Javon's in it. It makes sense.
Logan Paul, yeah.
I like Randy Orton and Trick. Randy Orton and Trick. Look for that. That's going to be a WrestleMania match, Ryan. It's gonna cultivate tonight. Watch that cultivate in front of our eyes. Trick Williams, Randy Orton is going to be cultivated in the ring tonight, and they're going to have a WrestleMania match. And Randy Orton, I believe, is going to put over Trick Williams like $1 million at WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to that match, but I do believe that Cody Rhodes will be victorious here, and they're going to do something with that triple threat match. And the box is what makes this event intriguing and what makes this match intriguing.
Okay,
at
so
this point.
Check this out. You said Cody Rhodes wins.
Yes.
Okay. You said Randy Orton and Trick Williams have a thing, right?
Yeah, you're going to have it at WrestleMania.
You say Logan Paul and Javon Evans are going to have a spot.
Yeah.
That leaves LA Knight.
I think LA Knight's
involved
feud with
in the
Vision.
box?
Probably not with the box, but he's feuding with the Vision.
Okay. All right.
I think he's feuding with the Vision.
I'm so curious as what they're going to do with this damn box.
Yeah.
I love it, man. And I think that makes it exciting for me to watch tonight. Even if you are somebody that has no, there's people that watch wrestling that have no they don't like anybody. They just like watching wrestling.
Sure.
This gives you something to look forward to.
It does.
Even if you hate Cody Rhodes and you hate Randy Orton and LA Knight and you don't like any of these guys in the match, this gives you something to go, what the hell's in the box? And I think it's super entertaining. So, one more thing I wanted to bring up to you, Brody, before I have a little tiny beat the brain for you, okay?
Good.
But one thing I wanted to bring up is there is a wild rumor going around as far as who is in the box.
Okay.
And that wild rumor is Dean Ambrose.
No,
he's still on
People are
contract.
saying Dean Ambrose is going to be under there. I don't know. I don't know.
No.
They say it's going to be a one-off thing. There's people that have all this
no
theories
such thing
and
as
everything.
one-offs coming out of a box. Anybody who comes out of a box is over. That's always the philosophy that they have, and obviously they're going to try to debut somebody that somebody's going to return. I think it's some return. It's some returning legend that is going to come back out of nowhere. That possibly, this is how they should have probably debuted Matt Cardona, somebody that's aiming to return to WWE.
Okay.
They were there before and they want one final run. It's one of those. If Edge were to return, I think Edge would be the better guess than Moxley. If somebody would just, he won the first. Remember, he won the first chamber. I'm just saying it's in there. No, he didn't win the first chamber, but he was involved in it.
I was going to say he didn't win it. He
won the title in the chamber, didn't he? And didn't they cash in the Money in the Bank at the chamber?
I think so. They raised it or something like that.
Actually, he's had a lot of chamber moments now.
Yes, he has had a chamber moment. He's synonymous with it.
Remember when he lost at the chamber and then he came back or something?
Yes.
And won the other title?
Yes.
He's built for that. He's built for the chamber.
He won something in the chamber.